What is up, gamers? Welcome back to Brigade, and today on the show we are going to be doing another Should You Back. And today I want to dive into Everdell Duo. This is a game that is recently on Kickstarter. I was going to film this last week, but ran into some scheduling conflicts. It was my daughter's birthday, so we had a great family vacation weekend, whatnot. But I want to now talk about Everdell Duo because I think it's a game that is unique in the space for what Everdell does, and I thought you might want to know more about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hit the first game, or the only game. Okay, as I mentioned, we're talking about Everdell Duo. This is a short campaign, so there's only 9 days left to go as of the time of this recording, and they're about 350,000 almost. That's pretty good, so good job on them. And this comes from Starling Games and Tabletop Tycoon. So, what is Everdell? If you haven't played Everdell, it is a tableau building worker placement game where you're going to send your workers who are in alignment of whatever creature you might be playing. So you could be the turtles, the bunnies, the birds, the squirrels, the rabbits, whatever it may be. And you're going to be sending your workers out, taking different actions to collect resources, to then buy cards from a tableau, to add them to your city, which eventually you're going to do some engine building or having some sort of systems that work along with each other within your system, within your city. So Everdell Duo takes a very similar idea, taking the worker placement and the tableau building of Everdell, but puts in a two-player system, changes a little bit about the way the system works and makes it work really well, surprisingly, in terms of what I've seen here, and offers it in a kind of a fresh take on Everdell. Now, we've seen this before. Everdell and Starling Games have done a few times where they've revamped Everdell's system and trying different things, but still keep it really close to home. The last one being Far Shore, which you can't see it, but it is just back there. Trying to revamp it. So what is the difference, though, with Duo? Well, Duo, let's see if we can actually see any kind of gameplay here. So Duo will be played on this board, and there is a sun and a moon token that is going to be moving across this section here, and when both reach the end of the row, that'll end the season. The way this works, though, is when you play a card, one of the tokens will move, and when you play a resource or when you play a worker, the other token will move. So you're going to have to play a balance of playing your workers or playing cards and getting things before the thing ends. So there's going to be kind of a tug and pull, which is kind of a cool little system here. I would highly recommend checking out some of the content video. The one that I think was really good, I really enjoyed EasyCast's video here. I would check it out if you haven't. He also has some shorts that are easy to watch and give you a great sense of the gameplay. So check that out if you haven't. But yeah, so Everdell Duo, though, this is a way for you to play with a friend, a partner, or your gaming buddy, and play Everdell in a condensed settings that's kind of closer to a 30-minute to 45-minute gameplay, which is cool. It gives you, because Everdell is a longer game. It's like a 2-hour game sometimes. So I like that it's kind of snappy. So you can see here everything that's included in the game. Pretty standard for what we've seen here with Everdell. You got the wooden meeples, which I love. You got the worker hares. You got the skunk workers. I know that they have the turtle as well in here. Right here, the tortoise workers. So this is great. And then they also have a new part of this campaign, which is called the Oversized cards. Now, these are from the original game, Everdell. They are revamping the cards from being original card size, so these are normal standard cards, to being these tarot cards. And then they're going to be taking the small cards and converting those into normal size cards. So they're kind of like expanding both of them. This is completely like quality of life improvements. If you are a person who wants to enjoy more art or have cards that are easier to read or easier to handle, then this might be something to consider. I also don't know for sure what the availability of this is going to be post-campaign. There's been games that have done something similar to this, and they're only available from the store themselves for a limited time, or from conventions, or in the campaign itself. And I've seen other stores where they're widely available at retail. So take that in consideration. If you're considering backing this and you're considering wanting these, this might be a good time to get in because you're also getting at a discounted price. But this only covers the original game. So you can see the Everdell Organized SARS for the collector's editions versions of the game. But if you want the things for all of the expansion, there's a secondary box for that as well. So this will cover just the original game, all the base cards, and these will cover all the expansions to kind of replace those. One of the questions I have, and I haven't taken a look, I've got my big box Everdell right there, and I don't remember how the organization will go if we change these from these normal size cards to tarot cards. I need to go check my box before I pledge anything in this. And plus, I also have everything sleeved, so that's going to be a consideration to me. Is like, how worth it to me is going to unsleeve it all. And purchasing tarot size sleeves is a little bit less cost efficient. There's more plastic, so they're more expensive. You can't get as many sleeves, and they're a little bit more difficult to source sometimes. So those will be all things that are considered for me when I'm looking at these oversized cards. But overall, I think I enjoy the idea of making it a little bit more accessible for people. I know I am getting older. You might have noticed I've been wearing glasses lately because I realized when I was playing card games, I'd be literally like, I can't see what's on the card. So I went to the doctor. This is a side tangent, by the way. I went to the eye doctor, and they're like, oh, this is just a symptom of turning 40. So great. So anyways, they have these side cards and whatnot. That will be that. Also, if you're looking for some add-ons, if you're looking to get into any of the Everdell systems, they've got you covered here. They've got the Far Shore. They've got the Everdell. They've got the Collector's Edition, still at the incredible price, $199. That's an incredible price for all the stuff you're getting in that box. It's almost like too much stuff, though. I warn you. It's so weird, though, because I had Everdell with all the Collector's Editions, and then now the Collector's Edition big box comes. So when I say Collector's Editions, there were singular boxes. If this is for people who don't know, there were singular boxes of Everdell that were Collector's Edition versions. So I had each one. So I had Pearlbrook and Belfair. I actually don't remember if I had Belfair Collector's Edition. I had the expansions. I had a lot of them as collector's editions. These have been revamped and put into the collector's edition box. What's funny, though, for me, this is just personal tangent, having this big box is way more intimidating for some reason than just the small boxes when it's the same game. It's a mental block. I don't know if anyone else has had that, though. But yeah, anyways, in here we have the Everdell game. You can buy the standard base game if you're looking for that. You can get the collector's edition. Here you can see the difference here, standard edition versus collector's editions. And I did buy mine at the $100 retail price. So when you see it for $200 and you get all the things, it's such a good deal to get the complete collector's edition. So these are the ones I was talking about. No, this is some of the new stuff. Pearlbrook, Spirecrest, Mistwood, New Leaf. These came in the complete collection as well. You've got everything, guys. There's so much stuff. You've got plushies. They used to have blankets. I don't think they have blankets this time, though. But so many things. So you have all these options at a reduced price for you to check out. Now, remember, whenever we talk about reduced prices, like when we're taking a look at Everdell Duo here, which is showing at $19, that's a great price, and you will probably see this at retail at $35 to $30. But you always have to consider what the shipping price is. So United States is $10 on average. You can get the Duo base size and the cards for $10. That's a really good price. And the all-in looks like it's be about $12, while the all-in price down here was around $60, if I remember right. Yeah, $60. Oh, you can't even see because I've got the screen zoomed in so that you can see better. Let me show you through here. If I click this button, this usually gives you a better example. So right here, you got the $19 for the Everdell Duo. The all-in is $59. That gets you the base game for Everdell Duo, as well as the 2 card packs available, and any additional add-ons can be added on here on the side. There are so many add-ons. So with that, let's go ahead and talk about my thoughts about this game. Everdell as a system and a universe and a game is one of my more enjoyable favorite games. I really, really enjoy the world of Everdell, the mythical, magical creatures, doing what is normal for us, but obviously not for animals. You know, having the mares and the chimney sweeps and all that stuff. It's so cool. I really enjoy the cards. Now, Everdell Duo appears like it's reusing some of the original assets from the original game, but they're not the same abilities. So there is a difference in the gameplay here. So even though like the judge is in both games, they do different things. So it gives you a little bit of a new take on the game. I think that's a really big bonus for me. I also like that they're saying, hey, we understand our Everdell game is a little big, and we want to make it accessible for people who might not want to play a 2-hour game but still want to experience Everdell. So here is a smaller parsed down version. I think that's great because you can get this played at the table quicker. It could be a filler game. I like those options. Now, in terms of holding its value, these ones generally are going to be able to be right about break even. I don't see this one going crazy expensive in terms of getting great deals back, but you know, in terms of getting a good deal and it maintaining its value, I think this should be a good purchase, minus the cost of shipping. Always be aware of that. Okay, so that's it for today's deep dive into the Everdell Duo game. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, smash that like button. I want to see as many likes in this video as you've ever seen. I want to see so many likes. And if you enjoyed this content, make sure you leave a comment. I enjoy doing these deep dives on campaigns so you guys can make the best backing decisions. That's what I used to always say at the beginning of the video. We'll say it here. You know, I make these videos so that you guys can make the best backing decisions going forward. You know, so if this game might be for you or for not for you. Anyways, I'm going to let this go. I will talk to you all very soon. Bye-bye.